Good morning, class. So our topic for today is about geometric sequence. So geometric sequence is a sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a non-zero constant called the common ratio. Or we can represent that as small letter r. So the formula in finding the common ratio is R is equals a sub 2 minus a sub 1 equals a sub 3 over a sub 2. So now find the ratio of the given geometric sequence 2, 4, 8, 16. So we are going to write 16 over 8 and the quotient for that is 2. Another 8 divided by 4 and the quotient is 2. Another 4 divided by 2 and the quotient is 2. So kindly observe class. What can you see here? They have the same quotient. So therefore, they have a common ratio which is 2. Now let's proceed another example. So we have 5, 20, 80, 320, a geometric sequence. To determine that, we are going to find its common ratio. So we have 5, 20, 80, and 320. So again, we are going to follow the steps that we applied in number 1. So we have 320 divided by 80, and the answer is 4. Another 80 divided by 20, and the answer again is 4. And 20 divided by 5, and the answer is 4. So, as you can see, we have common quotient, which is 4. And that gives us the common ratio is 4. So therefore, we can say that 5, 20, 80, and 320, the given is geometric sequence. Next, so the answer there in that example is yes. Another class. What if we have is 4, 7, 10, 13 a geometric sequence? So we are going to write 13 divided by 10, and we are going to write 13 over 10. Because if we are going to divide 13 over 10, the quotient is not exact. Let's proceed another. We have 10 and 7. So 10 divided by 7, the answer is 10 over 7. And again, we have 7 over 10, and the answer is 7 over 10. I want you to observe this example. So we have 7 over 4, 10 over 7, and 13 over 10. So what is your observations in the given quotients? So from that, we can say that the ratio does not exist. Why? As you can see, we have quotient 7 over 4, 10 over 7, 13 over 10. So the quotients are not equal. So therefore, we can say that this example 4, 7, 10, 13 is not a geometric sequence. So the answer is no. Now let's try another example. is 3, 9, 27, 81, a geometric sequence. So we are going to rewrite 3, 9, 27, and 81. So this time we are going to divide 81 divided by 27, and the quotient is 3. Another, we have 27 over 9, and the quotient is 3 again. Another example, so we have 9 divided by 3, and the quotient is 3. So as you can see, class, they have common quotient or the same quotient. So can we say that the given is a geometric sequence? And the answer is yes. Why? Because we have a common ratio which is 3. Okay. Another example. What if, okay, is 7, negative 7, 7, negative 7 a geometric sequence? So we're going to write now. So step by step. So negative 7 divided by 7, what is the quotient? And the quotient is negative 1. Another 7 divided by negative 7. So and the quotient is, again, the quotient is negative 1. Another, we have negative 7 divided by 7. And again, the quotient is negative 1. Okay, correct. So now, all the quotient we have is negative 1. And they are the same or they are equal. So, therefore, we can conclude that the common ratio is negative 1. Since the common ratio in that example is negative 1, so we can say that the given is a geometric sequence. So 7, negative 7, 7, and negative 7 is a geometric sequence. Correct. Okay, another is 4, 20, 40, 120 a geometric sequence? So let's find out. So we're going to write 4, 20, 40, 120. Okay, so what's your idea for that? Is that a geometric sequence? So let's find out by applying again the steps that we are previously applied in the previous question. Let's try 120 divided by 40, and the answer is 3. Another, we have 40 divided by 20, and the answer is 2. Another, we can continue. 20 divided by 4, and the answer is 5. So now, we have 5, 20, and 3. Are they the same? The answer is no. Are the ratio exist? And the answer again is does not exist. So what will be our conclusion? So therefore we can conclude that 4, 20, 40, and 120 is not a geometric sequence. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so I know that all of this is already clear. Now let's proceed. Another example is 3, 3, 0, 0, a geometric sequence. So as you can see here, we have 0, 0. So is 0 divided by 0. What is the answer? Can we say that 0 over 0 is 0? The answer is undefined. We cannot define how many 0 are there in 0. So the answer is undefined. How about if we have 0 over 3? What is the quotient? The answer is 0. How about 3 divided by 3? And the answer is 1. So, observe. So the quotients are 1, 0, and undefined. So can we say that the given is geometric sequence? Mm-hmm. The answer is no. Does not exist. The common ratio does not exist. So therefore, our conclusion, 3300 is not a geometric sequence. Let's try and proceed to another example. This example includes a fraction. So we will review your knowledge regarding fraction. So the example we have 10 to 2 over 5, 2 over 25. So we are going to write the numerator 2 over 25 over 2 over 5. So what kind of fraction is this? This is called a complex fraction. If a numerator and denominator consist or composed of a fraction, the given is a complex fraction. So, what we are going to do first is just copy the numerator 2 over 25 and multiply that by our denominator, which is 2 over 5. But this time, you are going to get the reciprocal of the denominator. And the reciprocal of 2 over 5 is 5 over 2. And then what we are going to do, you are going to proceed to multiplication. So just copy 2 times 5 is 10. 25 times 2, the answer is 50. Then, what we are going to do is to reduce the given fraction. So 10 over 50, they have common factors. Under common factors is 10. So divide both numerator and denominator by 10. If 10 divided by 10, the result is 1. 50 divided by 10, and the result is 5. And we have the quotient, which is 1 over 5. And now, our answer for that is 1 over 5. Is that clear? Okay, now let's proceed. Another example. 2 over 5. If 2 divided by 5 over 2. So we are going to apply the skills that we apply or the process that we are applying in this example on the second one. So what we are going to do again, copy the numerator and get the reciprocal of 2. And the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. And then we are going to multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So we'll get the product of 2 times 1, and the product is 2 over 10, or 1/5. Now, let's proceed here. So we have 2 over 10. 2 over 10, we can get the common factor of that. Divide both sides by numerator and denominator. And when we divide that, the simplest form is 1/5. So divide numerator by denominator by 2, and the answer is 1/5. And I want you to observe they have common quotient. So therefore, we can say that their common ratio is 1/5. So can we say that 10 to 2 over 5, 2 over 25 a geometric sequence? The answer is absolutely yes. Very good. Okay, now, so let's proceed in these exercises. Find the common ratio of the following geometric sequence. 1, 7, 21, 63. Mhm. So the correct answer for that is the common ratio is 3. Second example, can you answer this? And the correct answer is negative 2. So negative 40 divided by 20, 20 divided by negative 10, negative 10 divided by 5. Number 3, we have 1 half, 1, 2, 4. What is the common ratio? Okay, and the common ratio is 2. Another example, we have 20, 20, 20, 20. What is the common ratio? And the common ratio is 1. Okay, now, what if we'll proceed this one? There is a missing term. So find the missing terms of the given geometric sequence. Like for this example. So we have 3. So the missing term, 48, 192, then blank. What we are going to do? So the first one, you are just going to copy 192 divided by 48. And the quotient for that is 4. Then what we are going to do? So the next step that we are going to apply is 4, the quotient, multiply it to the first term. So the answer is 12. So 3 times 12 is 48. So 48 multiplied by 4, the answer is 192. So 192 times 4, what will be the result? The result is 768. So the missing terms are 12 and 768. Just apply the process that we apply in this part to determine the missing term. Let's try another example. Next is, we have the missing term now is the first term and the second term. So 32, 64, 128. What will be the missing terms? So again, we will use 64 over 32. Or you can use also class 128 divided by 64. So let's proceed. Just copy 64 divided by 32. When you get the quotient for that, the quotient is 2. Very good. Now, since we have already 32, we will divide it by the quotient. And if we are going to divide, the quotient for that is 16. We use 2 because we know that the quotient is 2 and automatic that is the common ratio. Why? Because it's already stated in the problem that the given is a geometric sequence. So now to determine the first term, what we are going to do is just 16 divided by 2, and the quotient, by the way, is 8. Okay, so now we will find the missing terms of the given quotient. Another example, if we have 5 blank, 20, 40 blank. Okay, so what we are going to do, same steps that we are going to apply. So we have the common ratio is 2. Why? Because if we are going to divide 40 divided by 20, so the common ratio is 2. To get the missing terms, what we are going to do is just multiply. 5 times 2, the answer is 10. 10 times 2, the answer is 20. And 20 times 2, the answer is 40. So therefore, what is the missing term? So 40 times 2, what is the product? And the product now is 80. And that is correct. Now we'll proceed on the second example. What if we have 2, 8, blank, blank, 520? It's your turn to answer. Okay, so what will be the quotient? What will be the common ratio for this? So the common ratio for that is 4. How? Okay, how do we get the common ratio? How do you find the common ratio? By using number 8 and number 2. So 8 divided by 2, the quotient is 4. And then what we are going to do to 4? So 2 times 4, the product is 8. So what will be the third term? The third term is 8 times 4, and the product is 32. Now, let's proceed. 32 times 4, and it gives us 128. And 128 divided times 4, and the product is 512. So the missing terms that we have in number 2 is 32 and 128. And now let's proceed to another example. Another example we have is 6, 24, blank, blank, blank. Okay, so I will give you time to solve for that. Okay, class, so I will give you time to solve for that. Okay, are you done for that? Or not yet done? Okay, not yet? Okay, so the example we have is 6, 24, blank, blank, blank. So what will be the next number? So we have now 6, 24. To get the common ratio for that, what we are going to do is 24 divided by 6. 24 divided by 6, the answer is 4. And then, what we are going to do? So, 24 times 4. So, if you're going to multiply 24 times 4, what is the result? And the result is 96. Okay. Then 96 times 4. So 96 times 4. What is the product? And the product for that is 384. And now, so if you're going to multiply 384 times 4, and what is the product? And the product for that is 1536. Okay? So is that clear? So this time, if we are going to determine what is the common ratio and find the missing terms, again, to get the common ratio for this is just divide. 80 divided by 40 is 2. 40 divided by 20 is 2. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So therefore, their common ratio is 2. And the second example, 512 divided by 128, and the quotient is 4. 128 divided by 32, and the quotient again is 4. We have 8 divided by 2, and the quotient is 4. So 1,536 divided by 384, and the quotient is 4. 384 divided by 96, and the quotient is 24. So 24 divided by 6, and the quotient is 4. So therefore, that's how we are going to determine if the given sequence is geometric or not. Okay, now, so I know that you're already prepared, so let's proceed with the evaluation. So get 1/4 and kindly answer this. So letter A, determine if the given geometric sequence or not. So 3, 4, 5, 6. What is your answer? And the answer is not. Second example. 2, -10, 20, -40. Is that geometric sequence? Okay, so time is up for that. And the correct answer is geometric. So if it is geometric sequence, what is their common ratio? So their common ratio is -2. So how? So again, so -40 divided by 20 is -2. 20 divided by -10 is -2. -10 divided by 5 again is -2. Number 3. We have 1/2, 1, 2, 4. Is that a geometric sequence? And the correct answer is the given is geometric sequence. So if we are going to divide 4 divided by 2, the common ratio is 2. Is that clear? Very good. Number 4. We have 20, 20, 40, 80. And what is your answer for this? Okay, now I will show you the answer. The given is not. Why? If you're going to divide 80 divided by 40, the answer is 2. And 40 divided by 20, the answer again is 2. But in 20 divided by 20, the quotient is not 2, but 1. So, based on that given, the quotients are not equal. So, the given is not a geometric sequence. Let's proceed with this. Okay, so find the common ratio of the following geometric sequence. Question number 1. 2, 4, 8. And what is your answer? Okay, and now the answer is R is equals to 2. To refresh your mind, to get the common ratio, just multiply here, divide 8 divided by 4 is 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Proceed to the second example. So negative 3, 9, negative 27, 81. And what will be the answer for this? And the answer for that is negative 3. So 81 divided by negative 27, negative 3, negative 27 divided by 9, negative 3, 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. Next number 3. If we have 5, 25, 125, 625, what is the common ratio? Okay, and the common ratio for that is, and the correct answer is 5. So 625 divided 125 is 5. 125 divided by 25 is 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And let's proceed number 4. So, what is the answer for that? Again, the correct answer for that is R is equals to 4. So we have 128 divided by 64 is 4. 64 divided by 16 is 4. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. So I am expecting that you get a perfect score in this part, right? Okay, so last exercise is talk about find the missing terms of the given geometric sequence. Question number 1. I will give you time to solve for this. So we have 5 blank, 45, 135 blank. Okay, take your time. Okay, so let's answer for that. The correct answer is the common ratio is 3. So therefore, what will be? The answer for that is 15, and the other missing term is 405. So let's try another number. Question number 2. Okay, so what is the answer for that? So therefore, the common ratio is 5. So if the common ratio is 5, so therefore, what are the missing terms? The missing terms are 175 and 825. And last number 3. So we have negative 3, 24, blank, blank, blank. So what is the answer for that? Okay, and the correct answer is R equals negative 3. So the answer for that is negative 72, 216, and negative 648. So that's the end of our topic for today. I hope you have learned. Thank you and good luck. Bye.